Is the love affair between Eddie Hearn and Adam Smith with Sky Sports coming to an end? Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Remstar Says So. Please take the opportunity to subscribe, hit like, leave me a comment, and share this video. I see we've got a lot of regular listeners on this channel, but we don't have as many subscribers to sort of go with it. So please, if you do watch my videos on a regular basis, please support the channel, hit subscribe, and share the content with others as well. Really appreciate as much help as I can get. All right, then let's get right into this, ladies and gentlemen. I wouldn't be surprised if this is the last time we see Matchroom and Sky Sports in a contract. I don't know how long their current deal sort of lasts, but don't be surprised if Eddie Hearn sort of runs this one down, and then sort of makes a play to go elsewhere. Adam Smith, the head of Sky Sports Boxing, on several videos on the internet, on YouTube, especially Eddie Hearn's propaganda machine, has made clear on several occasions he's not happy with the bullshit that Eddie Hearn has been feeding the Sky Sports subscribers. Um, he has made it crystal clear, and he doesn't give a business if Eddie Hearn gets upset or not, that he doesn't like the Saturday night match cards that have been coming out. And he's not a fan of losing his biggest stars to America. I mean, right now we've got AJ going over to America to fight Big Baby Miller, which will be probably like a 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning UK start time. Eddie Hearn needs to understand that Anthony Joshua is Sky Sports Boxing's biggest asset, as well as the zones. Now, if you've got AJ fighting at 4 o'clock in the morning, it's not going to take a genius to see that the pay-per-view numbers are most likely going to dwindle. How many people are realistically going to get out of bed or stay up to watch Anthony Joshua dismantle a heavyweight that nobody rates apart from Eddie Hearn? If AJ has comfortably been doing a million pay-per-views in the UK, for the last couple of years, you're going to have to expect that, there might be a knockoff. Or maybe AJ's fans are so like adamant, um, that they love AJ and they support him, that the numbers might stay the same. But even if they stay the same, maybe you could argue they would have been bigger if they fought at Wembley. I mean, we all know that 730,000 UK fans bought Wilder versus Fury, for a 4 o'clock start in the morning. But, that is the lineal champion, the former Ring Magazine champion, the former unified champion taking on Deontay Wilder, who most people in the industry will say has the biggest punch, and the most dangerous man in the heavyweight division. Anthony Joshua fighting Jarrell Miller, that's more of a, people are just taking bets on how many rounds it's going to last. Now, when you look at Sky Sports at the moment, the next Saturday night card is Charlie Edwards versus Angel Moreno for the WBC flyweight title. Now, understandably, Charlie Edwards is a world champion. But let's be honest, who gives a shit about a flyweight championship? Like, there's no money there. Nobody really cares. Like, this should be an undercard filler for possibly AJ versus Jarrell Miller to say, look, we've got another world championship sort of fight on there. Adam Smith is not happy, and I don't blame the man. The next card is a week later, and you've got Liam Smith versus Sam Eggington at 12 rounds at super welterweight. Who cares? The chief support for that fight is Joe Hughes versus Robbie Davis. Once again, who cares? And then 2 weeks later, we've got Vasyl Lomachenko versus Anthony Koala for the WBO lightweight, title. For the WBA and WBO lightweight title unification fight. Now that fight is a great fight, but guess what? It's also in America. So in Sky Sports' current website, the three fights that they've got planned coming up, two of the three fights are shit, and the only one that is good is an American-based fight. You also got to look at the fact that another star that Sky Sports have recently been cashing in on, Amir Khan, is about to fuck off to BT Sports to fight Terence Crawford on pay-per-view. Now, I don't think I can blame Eddie Hearn for this one because Adam Smith didn't want to put this fight on pay-per-view because he didn't deem it pay-per-view worthy, whereas Frank Warren and BT Sports did. So Matchroom and Sky didn't bid for it. But this might come back and bite them on the ass. I don't know what sort of numbers Amir Khan's going to do on pay-per-view, but let's not forget Amir Khan is a big draw. The British Asian community get behind their fighters and they pay for fights and they go to fights. So I think that this might be a lost trick, and I wouldn't be surprised if the numbers might be surprisingly better than what the boxing experts and analysts might predict, because British Asian supporters in the past have always backed their men, your Khans, your Naseems, and it will continue to happen the next time a next big British Asian fighter comes through. The Asian community will definitely get behind this. So yeah, when you look at what's happening, you've got AJ about to fight in America against Big Baby Miller. You've got Amir Khan going over to BT Sports for the Crawford fight. You've got Dillian White supposedly going over to America with an offer to join Bob Arum's Top Rank. And you're just thinking to yourself, UK boxing is taking a hit, not just Sky, because BT Sports, they're going to be just as pissed because Tyson Fury will also be fighting in America at stupid times. How is Sky supposed to cash in and monetize the value of their top fighters if the likes of AJ, Dillian White, and Amir Khan are constantly fighting in America? I mean, this might be the end of Amir Khan because he signed a free fight deal and because he hasn't taken the Kell Brook fight. I wouldn't be surprised if Eddie Hearn just tells him to jog on, which I don't think he's going to care about too much. But yeah, like Sky Sports, I think there's trouble in paradise. I do think that because, Eddie Hearn is definitely prioritizing the zone, I think Adam Smith and Matchroom, they could end up sort of shaking hands and going their separate ways. Don't be surprised if the Zone come and launch in the UK with the same sort of model that they've got in the USA, and they're charging fans £10 a month or whatever it is. I know it's $10 in the USA. Would it be less because it's pounds, or would it be £10 a month? If you're going to get Anthony Joshua for £10 a month instead of £20 per fight, Anthony Joshua fights 4 times a year. So if you signed up to the Zone, you'd be getting two Anthony Joshua fights for the price of one. So if you look at it that way, um, I don't know. I think there might be trouble in paradise. I wouldn't be surprised if Matchroom did run this contract down, and if the Zone did launch in the UK and Eddie Hearn did jump ship. Nobody wants to be publicly criticized by the network that sort of helped launch you, but has Eddie Hearn taken Matchroom to the next level now, where Matchroom no longer need Sky Sports? Who would Sky Sports get to fill that blank in boxing if Eddie Hearn did sort of fuck off and go somewhere else? Who needs who more? These are the sort of questions that you've got to ask. We all know that Anthony Joshua has become a huge pay-per-view star in the UK. And he did sign a 6 fight deal, and I think he's had one or two fights. But after that, maybe if the Zone are going to be giving these huge guaranteed checks, it could be the end. I think that Eddie Hearn right now is in control, and I think as much as Adam Smith is pissed, who is he going to get? Frank Warren has signed a long-term deal with BT, and after the way that Eddie Hearn and Sky Sports sort of kicked Frank Warren out the door, he wouldn't want to go back. Mick Hennessy has got a very small stable. Al Heyman has just set up with ITV, so maybe you'd be right in the saying that Sky Sports might need Matchroom more than Matchroom needs Sky Sports. Well, maybe for the big stars, you've also got like the mid-level guys like your Craig Richards and your Boat season, and you've got your upcoming stars as well. Matchroom is a big organization, so maybe I shouldn't jump the gun and say that they don't need Sky anymore, because they do need to keep filling us shit Saturday night cards. But it's only a matter of time before some of these shit Saturday night cards start sneaking their way onto pay-per-view. Don't be surprised if we get like some fights that you don't want to see being shoved to us for £20 a pop. Let me know your thoughts. Is this the end of Matchroom and Sky? Do you think Eddie Hearn needs DAZN? Do you think Eddie Hearn needs Sky more, or does Sky need Eddie Hearn more? Is Adam Smith right for publicly criticizing Eddie Hearn's cards that he's putting out? Is this going to be the end of the relationship? Will these two sort of shake hands and go their separate ways? Let me know your thoughts. Hit like, hit subscribe, leave me a comment, share this video. That's the end of the show because Remstar says so.